Greetings everyone! Welcome to my Sonic Lost World comic tie-in review. It's pretty much tradition at this point that whenever a new major Sonic game comes out, the comic has a small tie-in story, usually around 5 pages. The tradition broke when the 3rd issue of the Sonic magazine printed the Sonic 4 Episode 2 tie-in. For Sonic Lost World, the staff made an entire new issue that first saw release during the Halloween ComicFest, which is essentially a second free comic book day. The story will also appear in the 9th issue of the Sonic magazine in case people missed out on the event. And what am I doing? Usually I share my comments at the end of the story, and I haven't even started summarizing it yet. So let's get to it! While the issue starts when the game begins, the real story begins when Eggman, Orbot, and Cubot arrived at the Lost Hex days earlier. As they explore, they come across this imposing figure which Eggman identifies as one of the Zeti. In typical Eggman fashion, he wants to control the Zeti, so he sends some Buzz Bombers to attack him. The creature then took control of the Buzz Bombers, but Eggman pulls out and starts blowing on a purple conch shell, which causes the Zeti pain. Eventually, he surrenders to Eggman. Eggman orders the Zeti, whose name is Zavok by the way, to fetch his friends and start collecting animals for Eggman's Badnik army. And that's exactly what the Deadly Six accomplished, much to Zavok's frustration. Meanwhile, Sonic is doing what he usually does best, but notices a lack of small critters. Tails contacts Sonic about the same problem, and they need to meet up. Amy and Knuckles are also present, and they correctly assume Eggman's involvement. Sonic asks Amy and Knuckles to locate and protect any small animals they find. Sonic and Tails start looking for Eggman in the air, and sure enough, they locate him carrying an egg capsule. And from here on, it's a retelling of the game's opening cutscene, so there is no point for me to summarize this. You can just look at the scene online for the last few pages of this issue. Because this is a tie-in to the game, there are things that foreshadow future events. First, there is Eggman subjugating Zavok via magic conch shell, or the cacophonic shell as Eggman calls it. He uses it in the game a couple more times before Sonic kicks it away, allowing the Zeti to take control of Eggman's Badniks, which by the way was also foreshadowed when Eggman first encountered Zavok. There is this reason Amy and Knuckles remain behind, because they had to help the little animals when the Deadly Six and, well, Eggman came a knockin', while Sonic and Tails go after Eggman. I do want to comment that the Deadly Six, the group shop here, it's in keeping with the motif that until you are introduced to a Deadly Six member, they will remain in the shadows. Now, if you're wondering how Ian and the rest of the staff got many details as accurate as possible, Sega probably gave them enough material for the tie-in to work. This is Ryan Jampol's first full Sonic issue, and to best describe it, it's stylized. Sure, he drew Sonic and Tails before in the crossover with Megaman, but I think it's to match or get close enough to Jamal Peppers' style when he had to go away for medical issues. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Ryan's drawing here, and I like his work on the Megaman comics. Some people might be turned off a little because it's off-model slightly. Trust me folks, I have seen worse. Now I'm going to give this issue a 5. It's a prelude to the game that, according to some people, may or may not be canon to the games, although I heard that it can also be canon with the new Sonic universe established in issue 252. So, yeah, see ya!